boys and girls. Our Whacky Wednesday Club race. Starting off with the C main 17.5. Lock timing. 6 men enter. 2 will prevail and continue their race program. Marshals ready. Drivers ready. Let's get it on at the sound of the tone. Good clean start out of you boys here. Scott Chandler getting a good little breakaway. Maverick trying to hold off the hard charging 3 and 4 of Suzuki and Mayfield. Cross and Norman. Your running order early on. We got a long 5-minute main here. Taking the top 2 into that B main event. And again, the B main event will be up in 7 minutes after this race. Race number 3 is canceled. Race number 3 is canceled. So race number 4 be ready to go after race number 2. Your old Tier 2 race director, Jimmy Left, figured out a way to finagle his way into that A main. Getting people to go home. Chandler and Grimm trying to work together. Grimm, after a little break, back at it with a 17.5 fixed timing. Looking to bump his way into that B main. Suzuki and Mayfield going at it for that 3 spot. And then we got Cross and Norman going at it. So we got 3 individual battles going on here. And Mr. Norman, those 2 cars coming up on you are your leaders when the time comes. Give them a little extra room. Chandler and Grimm got a pretty comfy lead here. So they can battle it out a little bit for those 1-2 spots. 4 and 5 getting out of bounds there. That's number 2 working with you, Norman. And Mr. Cross, that'll be number 2 working with you. Well done, well done. Game on, game on. You're in a battle of your own. So Grimm finds himself out on top here. Chandler's in that too. 4 seconds back is Suzuki and Mayfield. Suzuki and Mayfield still going at it. Up the hill, down the hill they go. We are past that halfway mark. We got 2:15 to go, 2:15 to go. That battle for that 5 spot between Cross and Norman heating up as they are going at it 5 and 6 down that straightaway. Suzuki in that 3, trying to work his way around. That's number 3 working with you, Mr. Norman. Well done. And then Cross, that will be next. Right on. Game on, game on. That's how it's done. Yeah, thanks, Paul Weir. We've already taken care of that. Nothing I love more when a grown man comes up and asks me a question I've already talked about. I love it. I'm not even going to say who you are. But everyone knows.
1 minute left.
Grimm out front. Oh, we got Carnage going into that Willie double. It's still Grimm Chandler. Both with a hefty lead. Suzuki in that 3. Mayfield in that 4. We may have a lead change there for that 3 spot, and we do. Mayfield's going to sneak up into that 2. A little bit of a... I think Suzuki got hung up on some back markers, and Perry picked up the pieces. Perry now up into that 3. Grimm trying to put distance between him and Chandler. He wants that 9 spot in that B main. We got 15 seconds to go. 15 seconds to go. Pretty sure everyone will be racing to the line. We'll see if Maverick's got what it takes to get around for another one. He got to throw down a hot lap. And I don't think it's going to happen. Everyone's racing to the line. Here comes Maverick coming by for that W.
Maverick done.
Perry's going to finish in that 3. Suzuki in the 4.
Perry Mayfield done.
Chandler in that 2.
Charles Norman done.
Waiting on Aaron Cross, and that is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Richard Grimm and Scott Chandler, go get your stuff hooked up. We're going to need all drivers from race number 1 on the track in 7 minutes. 7 minutes, 7-minute break. Seven-minute break. 75 lock timing B-main will be up in 7 minutes. Race number 3 is canceled. 75 expert B-main is canceled. So we're going to go from race number 2 to race number 4.
Five minutes to the start of the race. Four minutes to the start of the race. Three minutes to the start of the race.
All right, we're looking at about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Hey. Oh, shoot. All right, let's get our drivers from race number 1 out on the track, please. Drivers from race number 1, with the exception of Mr. Chandler and Mr. Grimm. We need Morgan Nuremberger out on the track, Mark Suzuki, Perry Mayfield, David Ackerman, Aaron Cross, and Charles Norman out on the track, please. We still got a minute 45. Give Mr. Chandler and Grimm a little bit of time to top off. Again, race number 4, our novice A main. You will be up after race number 2. So novice A main, be prepared. You'll be up after race number 2. We'll need a couple of volunteers for this one as well. Get a handful of volunteers out on the track, please. Leia.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Nice. Kyle Davis going to help out. Thank you very much.
Nick Bayet.
Cross is on his way. Looks like Grimm got topped off. He's about up here. We still need a couple volunteer marshals.
30 seconds to the start of the race. Sean Hornberger. Mike Coco.
All right, in that 10 spot is going to be Mr. Chandler. In the 9, Maverick Grimm. In the 8, Mike Cocott. John Young in that 7. Hornberger in the 6. Brad Crone in the 5. Robert Morgan in the 4. Leia Anderson in the 3. Nick Bayet in the 2. And your BQ. Paul. Weird. All right, guys, go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. Roll them out. Check them in.
Maverick. Scott Chandler.
All right. Everyone, straightaway is closed. Rack them up. Taking the top 2 into that A main event. 17.5 fixed timing A main event. Yep. All right. Here we go. Let's get in our spots, please. Get our spots, and here we go. All right. Here we go. Marshals ready. Drivers ready. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. Good, clean start in that backfield. Keep it clean back there. Keep it clean. That'll work. Oh, Morgan getting it wrong off that wheelie double. Morgan fares pretty well, correcting off of that mistake there. Paul, we're going to lead out that first lap. Leia's going to move into that 2.
Red Hot Chili Peppers. They're up for 5.
Scott Chandler on a 100-lap pace. Get that fixed up there. So it's Weir, Anderson, Hornberger, your top 3 early on. Leia getting it wrong, going to give way to Bayet. Bayet now is going to move into that 2. Paul Weir into the 1. Language on the stand.
Their internet comes from a cell phone network? You should know. It's just phone internet, not home internet. Keep your home up to speed with Cox. Cox internet is
Here
faster
comes Paul,
and has more
tearing down that
download
straightaway.
speeds than 5G home
Bayet and Leia
Cox
battling out for that
phone
2
internet
spot.
never
Bayet's got it.
before.
Leia wants it back.
Based on
It's the red, white, and blue associated of Nick Bayet against the associated pink, purple, white of Leia Anderson. Cocott hoping to pick up some pieces. Morgan trying to make up for some lost time as they go up the hill, down the hill. They're battling it out. And we got Grimm moving up into that 6th spot after bumping out of that C main event. Paul Weir cashing in a little bit of his lead, trying to settle back in and get the flow going. Little mistake out of Anderson. Oh, she goes up on her lid. She's going to give up 2 spots to Morgan and Kokai. And then Morgan and Kokai getting to one another. That's going to move Grimm now up into that 3. He's going to challenge for that 2nd transfer spot. So Grimm wasting no time getting the feel back for his 2-wheel buggy. He is in the hunt for a transfer spot after bumping from that C. Gets a little sideways there, gives it up to Chandler. He goes upside down on top of the hill. So now Leia's going to have to deal with not Kokai.
What your home's highest price will bring, and it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Carol's awesome cash offer program. Pick your highest price and start packing.
Never mind, Crone is down the left. Watch off that double going on to the straight. Leia getting it wrong. She's going to fall to Kokot. It's going to give Bayette a huge lead now in that 2 spot. So top 2 reaping benefits here. Taking advantage of late mistakes from our front runners. Here goes Weir over the Willie double. He's going to be coming up on the hot pink car and Mr. Crone. That is your leader working with you. You see the Luftwaffe swooping in on you. That is your leader, Paul Weir. By the start-finish line he goes. Nick Bayette getting onto that straightaway right now. Nick Bayette's had a 5.6 lead. Now he's got 7.6. Scratch that. He's 7.6 behind Paul Weir. He's got a 6-second lead on Leia. So Leia's got some work to do. There's still 90 seconds to go. Thank you, Juan. Paul working up on Mr. Crone. That is your leader there.
Dad, are you glad that you...
Oh, hell yes! Rock Nation on iHeartRadio.
Oh, Paul Weir's going to have to deal with a little bit of lap traffic here as he works his way on that back triple. Car upside down off that ski jump.
1 minute left.
Getting Kyle on the Achilles heel. You all right, Kyle? Paul Weir down that straightaway. Nick Bayette working his way through some traffic. He is solid in that too. Leia Anderson trying her best to find another gear to try to run him down with only 35 seconds to go. Maybe a little bit too late. Bayette's got some clean air out in front of him. So after Paul Weir getting teased with a top 8 run and then getting it taken away, it looks like he's going to get in with 15 seconds to go. He's going to get around for his white flag lap when he comes by that start-finish line. And Bayette is running to the line with time expiring. That is a race. Bayette, you are done in that too. Everyone else is done when you come by that line. Grimm with an impressive run in that B main. He's going to finish out in the 3.
Boss lady done.
And here goes your winner, Paul Weir. We're waiting on Hornberger, Morgan, Kokot, and Crone.
Robert Morgan done.
And that is a race. I'll stop. Paul Weir, Nick Bayette, you guys are advancing into that A main event. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Race number 4, Novice A main. You guys are up next.
The race is completed.
Race number 4, Novice A main. Kyson Miller, Charles Norman, Christian Reynard, Bob McCool, Wyatt Baker, Brian Wells, Lacey Gunn. You guys are up. Wyatt and Lacey are taking a scratch. Like we're getting most of our marshals out to our spots. We need all those drivers from race number 2 down on the track. And race number 4, Novice A main. Go ahead and roll them around, check them in. Or Lacey Gunn in that 7, taking a scratch. Brian Wells in the 6. Wyatt Baker in the 5. Bob McCool in the 4. Christian Reynard in that 3. Charles Norman in the 2. And your top qualifier for our novice division, Kaizen Heller. Only 3 of you?
1 minute to the start of the race.
Oh, no, there we go. You got a 4th walking on up there. All right, no one else down that straightaway. Let's get in our grid spots.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
System of a Down's toxicity. Well, here she
30
is.
seconds to the start of the
She's
race.
a rock goddess, Taylor Momsen. It's the pretty reckless death by rock and roll.
All right, here we go.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Marshals ready. Drivers ready. We're going racing. Sound of the tone. Good single file start out of our novice guys. 3 buggies versus a stadium truck. See what happens there. Oh, we got a Watt Fest there going on to that triple. Brian Wells says, thank you very much. I'll take that. Brian Wells up into that 2 early on. Norman bonking the pipe. Gives it up to Wells. So Wells going to come down that straightaway and lead that first lap here. Norman looks to the inside with his TLR 22. Makes it stick. And then 1 and 2 mix it up. And here comes Christian, I believe. Going to take a shot at leading out this novice A main. No one wants to lead. Makes a mistake. Brian Wells up into that one. Gets a little squirrely. Getting on that straightaway, but he's going to lead the second lap as well. So it's going to be Wells, Reynard, Norman, McCool. All within striking distance of one another. Watching the Willie double. We got cars upside down. Ain't getting it wrong on that back triple. Consistency is what's going to win this A main. You find yourself wrecking a bunch, just back it off a little bit. You get around smooth and slow. You will get around probably faster than everyone else. Charles Norman back to the point. He's got a rear view mirror full of Christian Reynard. Over that back triple they go. Norman goes huge. Christian looks to the inside, can't make it stick, tries the outside, and that sticks over the ski jump. Pushes it wide, Norman goes inside. So these guys swap and blows. Norman gonna hang on to the lead for now. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. Wells sitting in that 3 spot, followed by Bob McCool. Independent 4-wheel, you guys are up next. I'd like to get by now. Wells and McCool going out just their second there, and then McCool got it wrong. It's going to put Wells into that 3. Going to try and reel in the number 2, a Christian. Norman now starting to lengthen his stride, so he's starting to get laps together. Creeping up on that 3-minute mark. 2:10 to go. Charles Norman's got 5 on Reynard. Reynard's got 5 on Brian Wells. And Wells only with 2.8 on McCool. So still anyone's race. A handful of mistakes can cost you in this novice division. Norman trying to keep his head cool, working over that Willie double. Fine in line to get over that triple. He is the only one making that triple here in our novice A main. Reynard says, I can do it too. He sets up and skies it over.
You rock. Rock Nation on iHeartRadio.
Wells trying to hang on to that 3 spot. McCool trying to get things together here. Try and catch him. 1 minute to go, 1 minute to go. Charles Norman starting to gap out. Trying to run away with this. Built himself a sizable lead with 55 seconds to go. Everyone's starting to settle into their positions here. Four-wheel drive independent. You guys are up next. Here goes your leader over that back triple. Up the hill, down the hill. And that white, green, yellow wheel TLR 22. Going to come by, take his white flag lap right there. Almost, and he parks it in the pipe. Cashes in a little bit of lead. Still got a pretty sizable lead here. He sets up over that back triple. Oh, Willie. Everyone's racing to the line. Everyone's racing the line. Here comes Charles Norman. Going to take that W. Brian Wells going to finish out in that 3.
Charles Norman done.
Reynard by the start-finish line in that 2 spot.
Christian Reynard done.
And Bob McCool is going to round out the field. That is the race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Blow off the track. Race number 5, four-wheel independent. You guys are up next. Need our novice drivers down on the track, please. Novice drivers down on the track. We need a handful of volunteers. No problem.
Perry Mayfield.
We'll need a handful of volunteers. We get a handful of volunteers out on the track along with our novice drivers. That would be great. All right. Who was that? Yeah, Boomer finding a way to go upside down all by himself. Guys, go ahead and roll him out. Roll him out. In that 5, Brian Davis. Perry Mayfield in the 4. Scott Chandler in the 3. Boomer Wheeler in that 2.
Start of the race.
And your top qualifier, Suzuki.
Scott Chandler. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
We need some volunteer marshals.
Mark
All
Suzuki.
right, straightaway is closed. We need a marshal on the center bucket and one going on to the straight.
30
Still
seconds to
need
the start
2
of the race.
marshals. Like Kevin's going to help out. Thank you. We get one more to help out one there. Can we get one more? Yeah, perfect there. If you help out one right there, yep. On the orange cone by the blower, that would be perfect.
15
Thank
seconds
you
to the
very
start of the
much. Huge thanks again to our volunteer marshals. I appreciate it. Here we go. Independent 4-wheel. Getting a little treat. Early race here.
Less than 5.
Marshals ready, drivers ready. Let's go racing the sound of the tone. Mark Suzuki finding his mojo in that second qualifier. Getting that top spot. Getting wrong on the Willie double. Getting a piece of Boomer. Willie! Perry Mayfield upside down. Scott Chandler almost tried to tag poor Juan. Luckily, he's got cat-like reflexes. Dodge that bullet. Who's out front? Boomer Wheeler's out front. Scott Chandler in that 2. Suzuki in the 4. Perry, Davis. So number 1, Boomer doing a little breakaway dance, but there is a wagon train of cars, about to anyways. Suzuki going upside down again, so a couple rough laps out of Suzuki. Going to drop him to the bottom of the pile there. Boomer with the mistake, going out of bounds, and here goes Scott Chandler. So Scott Chandler flying into the lead in that all-white associated vehicle off that ski jump. Going to come by and lead a lap here for our independent 4-wheel A main event. Perry Mayfield hanging strong in that 3 spot. Then we got Brian Davis and Suzuki rounding out the field. Boomer trying that same line again. Does not work out any better than the first time. Gonna fall off the back door is Scott. Scott spins it out over that ski jump. Then he loses all that lead that Boomer gave to him. So 1-2 gonna come by the line, separated by 0.8 of a second. Perry going out of bounds. Here comes Davis, going to challenge for that 3 spot. Up the hill, down the hill, they both go. Scott Chandler coming up on Suzuki. That is your leader, the all-white. Suzuki going to try to get things together. He does not want to go a lap down here. There's still 3 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go. Chandler by the line, Boomer by the line. 1.5 separates the two. Thank you very much, Mark. Perry all on his own out there in that 3 spot. No one's close to challenge. Chandler and Wheeler separated by 2 seconds. Now 1.7.
2 minutes left.
Ghosts of things we ate. Rock
Sure.
Nation on iHeartRadio.
Okay. Watch going on to that straightaway. Watch going on to that straightaway. That was Chandler getting it wrong. That's going to put Boomer to the top now. Chandler a little too inside. Gets into the pipes. Going to have to straighten back up. That's going to allow Boomer to stretch out just a little bit. There's still 1:20 to go. 1:20 to go. It's Wheeler, Chandler, Mayfield, Davis, Suzuki. Your running order. Race number 6, our 21.5 A main. It's going to be called out by Leia Anderson for us. Coming up next. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Boomer over the triple. He's got 4 seconds on Chandler. Chandler over the triple. Suzuki earning a spot back there. Him and Davis were going out there for a while. Now Suzuki's got it, so Suzuki's going to move into that 4. Davis to the 5 with 30 seconds to go. 30 seconds to go. Your leader, Boomer Wheeler. Coming down that straightaway. 4.6. 4.8 now. 13 seconds to go. Boomer's going to get around for one more. I don't know if Scott Chandler can. Let's see. There is 3 seconds. He grabs a fistful of trigger. He might get by. And he does by the skin of his teeth here. So it's going to be a race to the line here for 1 and 2. And Boomer bonked into that back triple. So Chandler's going to get by.
Perry Mayfield.
Rough break out of Shadow Wheeler. Going to fall to the 2 on that last lap. Scott Chandler making a bye for that last lap is going to sneak out that win. Good race. That is a race. I'll stop. Chandler, Wheeler, Mayfield, your top 3.
The race is completed.
Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Drivers from race number 5 need you down on the track. Race number 6. You are going to be up.
Brian Bowen. Mike Haller. Jesse Bryce. Brian Brian Stevens.
We need marshals. We need marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots.
Brian Davis.
We'll need a handful of volunteers for this one. We had a pretty short A-main on that last one, so we can get some volunteers. That would be helpful. All right, Leia's going to call out the order. Guys, go ahead and roll them around. Go ahead and roll them around.
All right, Brian Stever in the 13,
1 minute to
Jim
the
in
start
the
of the
12, Colin Bruce in the 11, Lily Saunders in the 10, Reed Saunders in the 9, Brian Davis in the 8, Zachary Booz in the 7, Darren Morgan in the 6, Shane Saunders in the 5, Brian Bowen in the 4,
45
Jesse
seconds to the start
Bryce
of the race.
in the 3, Jeree Price in the 2,
Zachary
and
Booz.
on the top is going to be Mike Caller.
Gary Price. Baby Dale. The Intimidator. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Goose.
Def Leppard. They're going to release
Jim
the
Borambe.
album with the Royal Philharmonic.
All right, no more laps.
According to their press release, the band deconstructed and
Line
rebuilt
'em up.
some of their most well-known tracks, but also some of their hidden gems as well.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Amplify the audio from the original tapes and perform them alongside the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra. The album includes new vocals and guitars, which
Less than 5.
culminates in stunningly beautiful symphonic arrangements.
Zach, you can move into the 6.
Duetting with
Lily, you are in 10.
the album's called Drastic Symphonies, and it'll be out on
Brian Davis, you can move up. Who's this? Reed? Reed in the 8. Lily in the 9. I think. Yeah, Lily in the 9. Is that right? Lily in the 9? Is
Yeah.
that the right order? And then Stever in the 11 right here.
I gave it to you.
We need 2 marshals, 2 marshals. We need 1 on the center bucket and 1 off the end of the straight, please. Let's get these guys a full complement of marshals here. This is a pretty heavy race. 2 marshals, please. Mr. Keller going to help out. Thank you. Let's get 1 more off the end of the straight. Right on. Thank you, Kevin. All right, all yours, Leia.
All right. Marshall's ready. Driver's ready. Keep it clean on the sound and the tone. Keep it clean. Watching the triple, and the triple.
The save. Had a girl.
Watching the double before the straightaway. That's clear. We got Mike Caller on top, Jesse Bryce in the 2, Reed Saunders in the 3. Keep it clean, guys. Willie. That was Doree getting it wrong. Jesse Bryce up front, Mike Caller in the 2, Zachary in the 3. Watching the triple. That was Mike Caller getting it wrong. With 3:20 to go. Watching the double. Thank you. Calm down, guys. Keep it clean. Now Zachary on top. Jesse Bryce in the 2. Jeree Price in the 3. Reed Saunders in the 4. Mike Caller in the 5. Watching the double. It's clear. With 2:40 to go. Watching the triple. Clear. We got Zachary still up front. Jesse in the 2. Jeree in the 3. Reed Saunders in the 4. Brian Bowen in the 5. And then it's going to be Mike Caller, Jim, Lily Saunders, Brian Stieber, Brian Davis, and Shane Saunders and watching the
left.
triple. That's clear. With 2 minutes to go.
As if the McCrispy couldn't get any better.
Jesse and Jeree battling out for the first spot.
The bacon ranch
How's your leaders working with you, Mr. Stieber?
participating in McDonald's.
Mr. Stieber, that's top 3 working with you.
Keep it clean, guys. Jeree now up front. Zachary in the 2. With 1:15 to go. Watching the double. Clear.
1 minute left.
Brian Davis and Reed, those are your leaders working with you. And Lily's in that mix too.
It's going to be 40 seconds to go. Jeree up front with the 13.59. Zachary in the 2. Jesse in the 3. Brian in the 4. Reed Saunders in the 5. Keep it calm, guys.
Mobile phone companies say they offer home internet, but if their internet comes from
Watching the double.
you should know.
That was Lily getting it wrong. She's back up on her feet.
Keep your home up to speed with Cox. Cox internet is faster and has more reliable download speeds.
With under 10 to go, drivers.
Is the real home internet.
Watching the triple. That was Jeree getting it wrong.
Cox analysis of equal speed
Zachary
Wednesday, Q3 2020.
now taking the lead. They're going to be battling out.
Jim Borowski
Shane, watch out for second place right there. Aw, Jeree gets it wrong.
done. Brian Stieber done. Zachary Booz done. Baby Dale done.
Everyone keep going. Everyone keep
Mike Waller
going.
done. Jesse Bryce done.
Waiting on Brian Davis, Brian Bowen,
Brian Bowen
Shane Saunders.
done. Brian Davis
And that is a race. Zachary taking the win.
done. The race is completed.
All right, Buse in the 1, Price in the 2, and Bryce in the 3. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Let's get all those 21.5 drivers down on the track to Marshall, please. Race number 7, R17.5, lock timing. You guys are up next.
John Henry III. Kyle McHenry. Kevin Boyd.
At our favorite pizza place, Spinato's Pizzeria.
Chase Williford.
Let's get back to the rock. Rock Nation on
Kevin Cornwell.
Radio.
Eric Lastra. Rudy Gonzalez.
Marshall's to your spot. Marshall's to your spot.
Mike Sara.
You guys can roll them out, check them in. Roll them out, check them in. This is the 17.5 intermediate A main. We got Rudy in the 8, Kevin Boyd in the 7, Kevin Cornwell in the 6, Garrick Lastra in the 5, Kyle McHenry in the 4, Chase Williford
1
in
minute
the
to the start
3,
of the race.
Mike Sora in the 2, and on the pool, it's going to be John Henry.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, line them up, line them up. We're good on Marshalls.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Stand by for a minute, Leia. You see Paul Weir's name down there? Click move to race on the screen. Paul
15 seconds
Weir,
to the start of the race.
and who transferred with Paul?
Less than 5. Black Stallion. Nick Byett.
It's done. Thank you, Leia. All right, here we go. Race number 7, 17.5. Fixed timing. Marshals on your toes. Drivers, let's go racing at the sound of the tone. Keep it above the belt. Keep it above the belt. Lasher hook and a pipe there. Going to fall to the bottom of the train here early on. Watch out that back triple as McHenry getting along, and Gaggle the car is getting wadded up in the mix. Top 5 are going to break out here. John Henry, Mike Sora, Chase Williford, your top 3. Now it's going to be John Henry, Williford, Sora now. Kevin Cornwell, Kevin Boyd. Paul Weir up into that 7th spot. Lasher hooking that same pipe again. Wilford trying to hold off the hard charging TLR rig of Kevin Boyd. Kevin Boyd enjoying this 17.5 fixed timing class. Looking to the inside on Williford, makes it stick. Williford tried to go 2 inside, hooks the pipe. That's going to allow Cornwell to get around. So Kevin's going to move to that 2. Scratch that. So Kevin's going to move into that 3. It's still Henry Sora. Thank you, Garrick. Now that is a tough pill to swallow there. You're a top contender there. And Rudy, those are going to be your leaders working with you. If they get him, John Henry with a lucky break there with that open outfield. Acts like it's part of the race line, stays out front. So John Henry, Sora going at it. Sora with a little rollover, gets a quick marshal from Leia. Leia quick on her feet there. He does not lose any spots, just loses a little bit of ground on the leader. John Henry. John Henry the one, Sora in that 2. McHenry now moving into that 3. Then we got Boyd, Weir, Cornwell, Williford, all going at it, fighting out for that 4 spot.
Let the Bad Times Roll tour with special guests, Simple Plan, and Sum 41. That kicks off in August.
Oh, Will trying to hold off Cornwell, and it gives way there. There you go. He's going to give away to all those spots, get out on the marbles here. He's going to have to resettle. So Boyd, wow. Cornwell went for broke there, bonks the pipe, goes upside down. Williford's going to get around. 3 minutes in, we still got 2 to go. We got John Henry and Sora going at it. I think McHenry's back up in the mix now, and he is. So McHenry had a rough start, but he is right up there with the top 3. Here they come over that back triple, working their way up on Bayette and Rudy when the time comes. You guys know what to do. I know you guys are definitely hold your own or hold off that lap. But if they start closing on you, please give it up there. Looks like McHenry having a little bit of rough luck watching that center triple. Sora goes for a ride upside down. That's going to get not McHenry around, so Sora's still going to hang on to that 2 spot. The number 2 of Sora coming by that start-finish line, followed by McHenry. So the battle on for that 2 spot still.
1 minute left.
John Henry, a little bit of a bobble. He's trying to stay out front. He's got 50 seconds to go. Sora McHenry rubbing bumpers here down that straightaway. It's Henry, Sora, McHenry, Boyd, Weir, Cornwell, Gonzalez, Bayette, Williford, Lastra. McHenry getting caged up. Gonna have to get marshaled out. It's gonna give way to Sora in that 3 spot. I don't think he gave up any other spots, but he's got Kevin Boyd hot on his heels now. So now Kevin Boyd's gonna challenge for that 3. 20 seconds to go, 20 seconds to go. Soar upside down on that back triple. No one close enough to capitalize. John's going to get it around for another lap. He's going to be racing to the line. Sora's going to make it by. Let's see if Kevin gets by. Kevin does get by. I think Paul Weir did as well. McHenry. No, Paul Weir did not. So top 4 racing to the line here.
Well done.
Everyone else be done when you come across. There goes John Henry leading it. Tone to tone. Taking that W. Sora in that 2. McHenry in that 3. We're waiting on Boyd and Garrick. That is a race. I'll stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. You know, those drivers down on the track, find yourself a marshaling spot. Race number 8 is coming up next.
Jake Thayer. Tyler Cornwell.
All right, let's get all our marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots. Taking the dark horse, like it.
Huge Dingleberry.
Let Paul Weir assume the position.
All right, marshals, let's get to your spots, por favor. We need one in the corner on the sweeper here.
1 minute to the start of the race.
What's that one? Juan, can you cover that corner, por favor? Oh, well, hey. Hey, can one of you guys cover that corner over there so we can get the race started? Oh, good. Oh, someone went back to the pits. I forgot we're supposed to do that after each race. Okay. Are you guys ready? All right, let's get them checked in.
30 seconds to the start of the race. John Doe.
All right, this year's 17.5, A main. Maybe take another lap, just make sure everything
15
gets
seconds to the start of the race.
soaked into the soil.
Matthew Willoughby. Chase Boyd. Riley Tracy.
And then no more laps after John Doe. That's it.
Less than 5.
All right, let's get them lined up. Kyler into 1 when he comes around. No more laps, no more laps. Diego, did you go across the line already? Okay.
Paul Weir, make sure that switch is down.
Misters are off. All right. Okay, guys. 17.5 expert A main. This should be interesting. Get ready to go at the sound of the tone. All right, Kyler leads us out. Chase, everybody single file, just like experts should, through that first corner. They head into the triple. Kyler, Boyd, Willoughby. Oh, he bounces it. Oh, Willie goes in there and smashes into him. Incidental contact. As they come into that back triple, going up to the big sweeper hill. Kyler still in the 1, Boyd in the 2. Thayer, or Willie moves into that 3, or Thayer in the 4. Prince on his back door. Kyler Boyd as they head into the Willie double, into that back triple. 3-car dance right now. Kyler Boyd, Willie. Thayer and Prince, 2 fast drivers trying to catch up to him. Kyler's holding off Chase. Top 3 drivers into that sweeper up the hill. Thayer and Prince not far behind. Mara not far behind Prince. Everybody's pretty much where they started. Ooh, Kyler does a little whip. Chase gets inside. Can't capitalize though. They head onto this onto the straight. You got your top 3 drivers there as they come around. Kyler, Chase, Willie into this back trip. Oh, Marshall, Willie gets it wrong badly. That's going to put Thayer into 3, Prince in the 4. It's gonna take a little bit of work for Willie to catch up to that one. Really wanted to get in that Willie corner. Willie double. Diego getting it wrong there. Top three drivers now, Kyler, Chase. They've been 1-2 the whole race. Thayer slowly closing that distance. Prince is right behind him. John, you got your leaders coming up on you. Thank you. Oh, no, Kyler spins out going into it. That's going to put Chase in the 1. Thayer goes inside. Woo! Thayer's in the 2. Kyler in the 3. Prince right behind Kyler. The top 4 drivers doing a little breakaway there. Willie trying to catch up. He's making some time. Chase into the Willie double, into the back triple. Thayer double. Kyler into the back triple. Top 4 drivers coming down the middle of the track, heading onto the straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's anybody's game right now. Willie, after that bobble, he's not far behind as these guys mess around with each other. Oh, Thayer gets it a little wrong. Manages to hold on. He's doing everything. He and Kyler are doing everything they can to catch Boyd. Oh, Chase gets a bobble. He's in the Willie double over there where Willie messed up. That's going to put Thayer in the 1. Kyler in the 2. Prince in that 3. Chase holds on to 4. Amos is right behind him. Willie. Thayer going down the straight. He's in 1. Kyler 2. Prince 3. As they head into the Willie double. It's been killing everybody all night. Mara getting it wrong on the sweeper. Heads up. Oh. See if Kyler can catch on to Thayer. He's got Prince right behind him. He's in a tough spot. 2 good drivers right around him. Chase looking in that 4. He's not out of it. Willie's not out of it either. Top 5 drivers heading down the straight, down the middle, getting ready to get on the straight. You got a minute left, drivers. A minute left. Nobody's making a mistake. They've all been made in the Willie double. Thayer. Oh, Thayer makes a mistake. As I said, he collects Kyler. That's going to put, is that going to put Chase back in the 1? Yeah, Chase Boyd is back in the 1 spot after that mistake. Kyler's got to be in that 2. Willie in the 3. Prince in the 4. Prince must have got caught up in the smoke there. I didn't see it. You got 20 seconds, drivers, 20 seconds. Chase, Kyler, Willie. Those are your top 3. Chase around the sweeper. Kyler, see if he can catch him. Willie in the 3. Thayer. They go into the back triple, up the hill, down the middle of the track. Kyler better make a move. He's got one. It's this last lap. He better. He's not going to catch him. Woo! Chase manages. Hold on. Chase, Kyler, Willie, Thayer. Those are your top 4. Prince in the 5. Willoughby in the 6. Mara ends up in the 7. Waiting on Prince, Mara, and Doe. Still got racers out there, Garrett. All right, everybody's done. Good race, guys. Good race.
Thank you. All right, let's get all those drivers down on the track, please. Thank you, Paul. That's fine.
Transponder 4380876. The race is completed.
All right, let's get our marshals to our spots, please. Marshals to our spots. All right, go ahead and get our blowers down. Blowers down. And, oh, thank you, dear.
Downtown Brown.
We're almost there. Thanks, John. I appreciate it. Guys, go ahead and roll them out. Check them in, roll them out, check them in. We got Les Anderson in that 6th spot. Randy Locken in the 5. Ryan Caller in the 4.
Kyle Davis.
Aaron Brown in the 3. Kyle Davis in the 2. And your top qualifier, Kevin. All right, no more laps, no more laps. Get them gridded up, grid them up.
Ryan Caller.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Marshall's ready.
1 minute to the start of the
Drivers
race.
ready. Let's go racing at the sound of the tone. Good, civil, professional two-wheel mod start here to our Wacky Wednesday A main event. Two-wheel A main event. Again, Davis Brown, followed by Caller Locke and Anderson. Mistake-free for the first lap. Davis, pushes it wide, opens the door. Aaron Brown walks through it. Then he goes wide, opens the door. He's able to shut it, though, before Davis can get around. Again, trying to do a little breakaway. Aaron Brown trying not to let him get out of sight here. He is leading the charge with Davis, Caller, locking Anderson in tow, trying to reel in the fast man, Kevin Gatton. One minute in. Little 4-car breakaway. Again, Brown, Davis, and Caller. AE, TLR, AE. Little mistake out again, trying to get it squared away and punches it. Stays out in front. Goes a little wide. Brown can't make it happen there. It's a little bobble out again, but he kept a cool head. Staying as cool as the other side of the pillow. Stays out front. AE Pro Line. Brown, that TLR something. Forget what tires he runs. Pro Line. Little slap, chassis slap out of Brown. Davis looked for it, couldn't make it happen. Makes a stick off that ski jump, so AE Reedy Power, some type of tire out of Davis. Moving into that 2 spot. A little mistake out of Brown. Gonna fall off the pace a little bit. Now he's got Caller to tend to. Getting reaping all the benefits. Out front, halfway down, halfway to go. He's got 2.9 on Kyle Davis. Aaron Brown, 1.6 back from KD. Brown and Caller separated by 1 second for that third and final podium spot. 3 minutes down, 2 to go. We got our 4-wheel
2 minutes
expert A-Main coming up next. Gatton, Davis, Brown, your top 3. Caller, Anderson, locking. It's like locking out early. Gatton with about a straightaway on Kyle Davis. One minute to go, 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
Davis again by the line. Davis by the line. Our closest battles for that 3 spot, and it's 1.4 seconds between Aaron Brown and Caller. Sorry, that 3 spot. 35 seconds to go. Caller's going to try to sneak by to get on that last lap, and he does. Everyone else is racing to the line. Gatton running away with it, going to take that win. Kyle Davis is going to finish in that 2.
Leigh Anderson done.
Aaron Brown in the 3. Waiting on Caller.
Ryan Caller done.
And that is the race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Let's get all those mod drivers down on the track. We need all 6 of you and a couple of marshals.
0766393. The race is completed.
What's that? No, there's 2 more. Stadium truck. All right, let's get our mod drivers on the track, please. We'll need a couple volunteers. We need all 6 mod drivers on the track and a couple volunteers. All right, guys, go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. Richard Brody in that 6. John Doe in the 5. Riley Tracy in the 4. Diego Bettenker in that 3. Matthew Willoughby in the 2. And your top qualifier, Ryan.
Rock Nation on iHeartRadio.
Riley Tracy. Matthew Willoughby.
Ryan Prince will be the last one down the line.
Richard Brody.
No.
John Doe.
All right, finish your lap. Rack them up. We got this one and then Stadium Truck, and then we will call it a night.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, let's go. Let's go. We are good on marshals. We are good on marshals. All right, here we go. Here we go. Keep things clean. Marshals ready. Drivers ready. Let's go racing to the sound of the tone. Who's it going to be? Prince of Willoughby went at it. Ain't qualifying, but there could be a dark horse lurking. Ready to pick up some pieces. Riley Tracy knows how to throw down a main. John Doe in that Techno trying to hold off Diego and Brody. Oh, Prince of Willoughby get into one another. They stay 1 and 2. That allows Riley Tracy to get back up. So it's the AE of Ryan Prince followed by the TLR of Willoughby. TLR of Riley Tracy. Prince getting wrong over that back double. Going to give way to Willoughby and Tracy. So Willoughby in the hot pink. Fluorescent orange. Riley Tracy. Prince going to sneak back in and reclaim that number 2 spot. John Doe. Up into the 4. Then we got Diego and Brody rounding out the field. Oh, Willoughby won a little fast and loose off that ski jump. Goes upside down, had to get marshaled out. So that's going to move Prince back to the top. Riley Tracy in that too. A little bob out of Willoughby. John Doe with that Techno trying to get around. Diego trying to get in that hunt. A little bobble out of Prince. There's Tracy. Told you that kid can man. Then Prince gets it wrong, so now Tracy to the point. The Cascade Riley, Tracy. Fluorescent orange, yellow wheel down that straightaway. Leading the charge with Prince and Willoughby. Don't let him intimidate you, kid. You got what it takes. Up the hill, down the hill, 1, 2, and 3. Attaboy. Slam the door on those guys. Yeah. Riley Tracy lead another one. He's got Prince and Willoughby hot on his heels. Willoughby with a little bobble. Gonna fall off the hunt just a little bit. Two minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. It's Tracy, Prince, Willoughby. Tracy holding his lines tight, not giving any room. Oh, Prince sneaks to the inside. Gets around Tracy. Now Tracy's got a rearview mirror full of the hot pink TLR of Matthew Willoughby. Willoughby looked to the inside, couldn't make it happen. Tracy keeping the door shut. Willie goes for broke, goes off into the pipes. It's going to fall off just a tad here. Going to give Riley just a little bit of breathing room. Going to settle in, try to hunt down Ryan Prince. Watch off that start finish line. Watch off that start finish line. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go.
1 minute left.
.45 seconds to go. Prince in the 1. Tracy in the 2. He's got 1.2 on Willoughby. They will get around for one more. There goes your leader by the start-finish line. Here comes number 2, Riley Tracy. Willoughby in that 3. Separated by 8/10, so the battle is on here for this 2 spot. Riley up the hill, down the hill. Willoughby up the hill, down the hill. Coming up on Diego. It's going to be a tight one here down the straightaway. Riley's going to hang on to it. Attaboy, kid. Willoughby going to be in that 3. Ryan Prince got around for his white flag lap. Everyone else is done when they come by that start-finish line. Just waiting on Ryan Prince, and here he comes. Going to take that W. That is a race. All stop, all stop. Marshals, grab your blowers. Marshals, grab your blowers. Our final race, our stadium truck guys. You guys are up next. We will need all of you four-wheel drive drivers down on the track and a couple of volunteers.
Kyle McHenry.
Really getting into it. Nice job.
Mobile
Sean
phone
Hornberger.
companies
Chase
say
Williford.
they offer home internet. But if their internet comes from
Okay,
a
Boomer.
cell phone network, you should know.
Final race of the evening, our stadium
Not
truck
home internet. Keep your home up to speed.
/ short course.
Is faster.
Think our
Just
short
more
course guy went
reliable
home. Looks
download
like he
speeds
did.
than
I don't see
5G
Chris
home
up there.
internet. Cox is the real home internet you're looking for.
Oh, there he is. Nice. All right.
Analysis of Ookla speed
Let's get our
testing
marshals to our
features
spots. We do need a couple of volunteers. Need a couple of volunteers
What if a mouse
to hop up
changed
there.
the
And you
world?
guys go ahead and roll them out. Check them in. In that 9, Chris Franke. In the 8, Nick Bayette. Mike Soar in the 7. Mike Cocott in the 6. Sean Hornberger in the 5. Boomer in that 4. Williford in the 3. John Young in the 2. And your top qualifier, Kyle McHenry. All right, no more laps, no more laps. Grid them up, grid them up, grid them up.
Reservations required. Visit Disneyland.com for important details.
Why wait to sell
Thank you to
your
our
home?
volunteers hopping on out there.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Having people running through your home,
Paul
constantly
Weir
picking
is
up
the only
toys,
volunteer.
making beds, vacuuming when you
Thank
can
you guys.
sell
That will
at
do it.
or
That will
above
do
your
it.
neighborhood
All
value
right,
with
here
a
we go.
solid high cash offer. That's right. Mike Russell here. Carol Royce
Here we go.
with
Here we
your home
go.
sold
Marshals
seconds
ready.
to the start of
Drivers
the race.
ready. Keep
It's
things
changing
clean. Let's go
game
racing. The
across
sound of the
valley
tone.
with great cash offers. Not only does she give you one cash offer
Those
opportunity,
tires
but multiple
ripping down that
cash
straightaway.
offers, so
Keep things
you
clean.
can
You guys got
compare
those
and
big wide
automatically pick
trucks.
your home's highest price.
Keep things clean
Even
and under
more
control.
choices. Know what your home's highest
McHenry,
price will bring,
Williford.
and it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 with Carol's awesome cash offer program. Pick your highest price.
Someone
and
challenging
start
for that
happy. There's no
3.
obligation, and it's
Might have
easy.
been Boomer.
Sell your
Oh,
home
no.
at a much
Cocott.
higher price by
Whoa,
simply going to
busted. Going
higherprice.com.
over that.
That's higherprice.com.
Roller double onto the straight.
At 480-776-5231. That's 480-776-5231.
McHenry, Williford, 1 and 2.
Saturdays in March win $100 free play and a Phoenix Suns.
Looks like Ranky deleted his trial. No, he didn't. There he is.
At 11 p.m., 5 winners will each score $700 cash. On Saturday, March 25th at 11 p.m., 5 winners take home $1,000
Kyle McHenry,
cash and
Williford,
two seasons
Wheeler, your top 3. Then we got Bayette,
$100
Hornberger, Young, Sora, Cocott,
Shamrock Slam at
Ranky.
Tornado's Casino Resort.
The one-man Wolfpack on that short course.
1-800-GAMBLER.
It's going to take that win by default in that division.
Rock Nation on iHeartRadio.
Broke car, Riley. Man, Hornberger going down now. So attrition, normally reserved for our four-wheel drivers, jumping up and biting our stadium truck drivers. McHenry up the hill, down the hill. Williford up the hill, down the hill. Then a large gap. Then we got Boomer and Bayette working over that back triple. Sora in that mix as well. So the battle is on for that 3 spot. Boomer's got it, but Bayette and Sora gonna try to close up on him. 2 down, 3 to go. 2 down, 3 to go. Thanks everyone for coming on out. I appreciate the volunteer marshals throughout the night. Appreciate my help from there, keeping the track prep. Paul Weir filling in for some races, and Leia for calling out some races for me. We are halfway down, halfway to go. Kyle McHenry out front, up the hill, down the hill, gapping out a little bit over Chase Williford. Boomer looking strong in that 3 spot. Sora up to the 4. Bayette. John Young. With Hornberger and Cocott going down for the count early on.
2 minutes left.
Thank you. 125 to go, 125 to go. McHenry still in the 1, Williford in the 2. Boomer still holding strong in that 3. Looks like Bayette and Young going out of there for that 6 spot. Hats off to our stadium truck taking the short end of the stick, thanks to somebody that wasn't me. That's the way it goes sometimes, though. Usually four-wheel drive feels the wrath. This time it is stadium truck, and most of you guys hung out for it. John Young now going broke, so that's 3 down now. Will he be going to try to do a little pit work for him? Those truck ball studs are a monster. 25 seconds to go. McHenry with an 8-second lead. Our closest battle is going to be between Sora and Wheeler. Looks like Wheeler bobbled it. Gave up that 3 spot to Sora. So Sora in the all-white now going to find himself in a potential podium spot as he comes over that back triple. You guys are racing to the line.
Nick Byatt done. Kyle McHenry done. Mike Sara done.
Everyone's racing to the line.
Chris Ronka done. Okay, Boomer done. Chase Wilford done.
And that is a race. I'll stop. Thanks again for coming on out. Hope you had a good time. We'll be doing oval racing on Friday. And then back to off-road on Saturday morning. Track is closed.
The race is completed.
And liquors, along with some of the most beautiful ladies.